Now we did our reflections with the pentagon, and now let's turn to our rotations. The rotation can be with a point around a point, either clockwise or counterclockwise, or it can be on the board itself, not around just one small area where one of the vertices stays put. It's always on the same point. That would be giving us a rotation. But you can also turn these throughout the whole grid. So let's take a look at these directions for rotations of clockwise and counterclockwise. Again, this portion of it is the instruction. This is what your worksheet or your textbook's going to say to you. So you orient yourself on exactly what you're doing with whether it be a 90 or 180 rotation, whatever it is. But this is actually the change. When you see the arrows, this is what you're actually going to do to change those values of the original origin of the points. So in this case, our triangle, we're going to have to figure out where our original points are. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. 6 and 1 is an original point. 6 and 3 is an original point. And 5, 6, 7, 8, and 3. So 8 and 3. 8 and 3 is an original point. And that's going to change if we do a 90-degree rotation. Those points are going to change to y and a negative x. That's our change. So in this case, we're going to put our y value first. So it's going to be 1, 3, and 3. And the x value is going to be negated. So we're going to go negative 6, negative 6, negative 8. And we're ready to plot. 1, negative 6. Here's 1. Negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here. 3, negative 6. 1, 2, 3, and down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is here. And then we're going to have 3, negative 8. Here's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness, it's way here at the bottom. Okay, so if we do a 90-degree turn on that, our triangle is going to turn this way. That is a 90-degree turn for this one. So I have to put it on here so you can see. Okay, that's going to be our 90-degree turn. And we went clockwise with it. So this turned 180-degree rotation. We are going to keep all of our original values here, but we're going to change this. Now our instructions say we're going to go negative x, negative y. So all of these get copied over because they're in the same positions. The x is first, then the y, but everything is negated. We're ready to actually plot. So we're going to go negative 6, negative 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 1 is here. Negative 6, negative 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute, that was an 8. That value was 8. Negative 8, negative 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, right here. So we're going to be able to take our value and let's stick this on the board like so. Can you see that circular pattern? It's going clockwise. And then a 270 rotation would be taking the values here, and we're going to put the y term first and then the x. So we are going to do a negative y and then an x. So I'm going to flip the term 1, 3, and 3, and that's all negative. And then the last one is copying the x, 6, 6, and 8. Now we plot. Negative 1, positive 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Negative 3, 1, 2, 3, positive 6. Negative 3, positive 8. Here's 6, 7, 8 would be way up there. And our triangle, let's put this on so you can see it. We go like this. And that shows a clockwise rotation for this shape. A counterclockwise rotation is the same exact thing. You're going to take all of your original values and then follow the directions for what you've got for your counterclockwise. I won't spend any time on that. It's easy enough to follow as soon as you understand how to use the directions. Do you understand why I asked you to write these down into your own notes? Because you're going to need to have this paper right in front of you for a while until this becomes just automatic for you. And if in fact you're afraid you're not going to be remembering these directions, this is what I call a brain dump. When you come to the test or the quiz, if your teacher doesn't provide these values to you, the instructions, you will have to remember those somehow. So you would cram this into your head. That's what you would study, and then as soon as you get to the test, as soon as the test is passed out to you, when your teacher realizes you do not have any cheat sheets or your books are all on the floor, everything's put away, you're just sitting there with the test and a pencil, that is when, in a corner of the test, you what I call a brain dump. You put this down as you remember it, and then just go on with your test. If you have any questions on these formulas later, you'll be able to bring it back because it's in the corner of your paper. But be sure that she knows, he or she, your teacher knows, that you did not cheat. You used a brain dump before the test actually, before you needed it on the test. After she or he says go, you're going to write that down in the margin or in the corner, a brain dump.